Across the world, there are men so rare, their stories feel almost unreal. From bizarre conditions to one-of-a-kind features that set them apart, these individuals prove just how strange and unpredictable the human body can be. So join us for today's video as we take a look at the 15 most unique and unusual men you won't believe actually exist. Let's start this countdown with number 15, Jeffrey Ortega. Jeffrey Ortega is a man from Florida living with an extraordinarily rare disorder called Proteus syndrome, a condition that causes excessive, uneven growth of bones, skin, and soft tissue throughout the body. Since infancy, his legs, hips, feet, and hands have been heavily affected by this relentless condition. His left foot measures nearly 17 inches in circumference and 14 inches in length, as well as right foot reaches about 14.5 inches around and 12 inches long, making both feet close to double normal size. The extreme weight and scale create constant pain, serious mobility limitations, and frequent reliance on a wheelchair. After enduring multiple surgeries, including several unsuccessful attempts, Jeffrey began requesting amputation of his left foot, hoping to finally walk again using a prosthetic limb. The procedure, prosthetics, and rehabilitation are estimated to cost roughly $40,000, leading him to launch a GoFundMe campaign. His life has included bullying, social isolation, shoe struggles, and limited independence. Cut number 14, Xiaolian. Xiaolian is a young man from China's Fujian province who became known worldwide after undergoing one of modern medicine's most unusual reconstructive procedures. Following a serious car accident, his nose was badly damaged, and a severe infection destroyed the tissue beyond any chance of natural recovery. Surgeons determined that traditional reconstruction methods would not succeed in his case. Instead, they pursued an extraordinary technique known as tissue expansion. A balloon-like device was implanted beneath the skin of his forehead and slowly inflated over time, allowing new skin to stretch and grow. Once enough tissue developed, doctors removed cartilage from his ribs and carefully shaped it into the framework of a new nose beneath the expanded forehead skin. Over several months, a fully formed nose appeared above his eyes, complete with structure and nostrils. Though visually unsettling, the procedure succeeded and was later transplanted to replace his original nose. Xiaolian's case captured global attention, symbolizing medical ingenuity and the remarkable adaptability of the human body. Number 13, Johnny Quinn. Johnny Quinn is a burn survivor from Tennessee whose life changed forever when he was just 4 years old. A candle tipped over inside a shed behind his family's home, sparking a fire that spread rapidly and engulfed him within minutes. His sister Leah courageously pulled him from the flames and attempted to cool his burns, but the injuries were already devastating. Johnny suffered burns covering more than 95% of his body. Doctors placed him into a coma, Abe believing he would not survive the night. Against all expectations, he lived. Over the years, Johnny endured between 80 and 100 surgeries, endless physical therapy, and overwhelming physical pain. Emotional trauma followed, including bullying, isolation, shattered self-esteem, depression, and suicidal thoughts. Still, Johnny refused to let his scars define who he was. He now proudly calls himself a burn Thor, using his experience to inspire others and promote self-acceptance. Johnny dreams of becoming a model, challenging beauty standards and proving that strength and confidence come from within. Number 12, Stoneboy Romesh Nepali. Romesh Nepali, often referred to as the Stone Boy, was born in Balang, Nepal, and began showing signs of a rare condition just days after birth. His skin started peeling and regenerating abnormally, forming thick, hardened, scale-like plates that gradually spread across his entire body. Over time, these layers stiffened his skin so severely that movement became painful and restricted, giving him the appearance of slowly turning into stone. Doctors diagnosed Ramesh with a severe form of ichthyosis, a rare genetic disorder that causes excessively dry, scaly, thickened skin. He experiences constant pain, difficulty walking, and has spent much of his life confined indoors. His family faces extreme financial hardship and lacks access to proper medical treatment. International support eventually helped bring Ramesh to Kathmandu Medical College, where doctors are working to remove hardened skin and improve mobility through therapy. Ongoing charity efforts continue raising funds. Romesh's journey stands as a powerful example of resilience, showing his spirit remains strong and unbroken. Number 11. Stephen Peat. Stephen Peat was born with something extraordinarily rare and deeply unsettling. He has never felt physical pain in his entire life. Raised in Washington State, Stephen lives with a condition known as congenital insensitivity to pain, shared by only a handful of people worldwide. What makes his story even more tragic is that his twin brother Chris also had the condition and died from complications related to it. From infancy, Stephen's parents sensed something was wrong. He chewed his tongue until it bled without reacting. As a toddler, he walked on broken bones without flinching. On one occasion, he unknowingly walked on a fractured leg for days. Pain simply did not exist for him, and that absence carried terrifying risks. Stephen has endured countless burns, fractures, and surgeries without painkillers, often unaware of the damage being done. Today, he shares his experiences to raise awareness and support research. His life reveals a chilling truth. Living without pain is not a gift, but a constant, silent danger. Number 10. The Two-Headed Boy of Bengal. In 1783, a boy born in Bengal sent shockwaves through his village and the European medical world alike. He entered life with a second head growing from the top of his own, a condition called craniofacial parasiticus, considered among the rarest deformities ever documented. The second head had its own scalp, eyes, ears, and mouth. It could blink and occasionally appeared to respond on its own. Locals struggled to decide whether to fear him or show reverence. News of his existence spread across continents, prompting European doctors to travel great distances simply to study him. Sadly, his life was brief. At only 4 years old, he died not from illness, but from a venomous snake bite. After his death, scientists examined his body and preserved his skull. Today, it remains displayed at the Hunterian Museum in Glasgow, Scotland. Visitors still pause before it, caught between curiosity and quiet respect. Centuries later, his story remains one of the most haunting and medically significant cases of physical fusion ever recorded. Number 9. The Human Anvil. They call him the Human Anvil, and once his feats are witnessed, the name instantly feels earned. Gino Martino, a professional wrestler and American strongman, possesses one of the toughest skulls on the planet. He smashes concrete slabs, steel bars, and baseball bats using only his head. No helmets, no padding, just bone, focus, and raw force. Medical examinations revealed his skull is thicker than average, with bone density comparable to protective gear used in extreme sports. Yet Gino's toughness extends beyond physical structure alone. He has trained his mind to endure heavy impact while staying calm, alert, and controlled. Every stunt carries real danger, carefully balanced through discipline and precision. He constantly walks the thin line between bravery and recklessness. He is not merely breaking bricks for spectacle, he is demonstrating resilience. Whether performing before crowds or training in isolation, Gino Martino shows what happens when relentless determination collides with rare biological durability and unwavering mental resolve. Number 8. Malung disease. This rare condition is known as Madelung disease, also referred to as neck lipomatosis. It causes abnormal fatty deposits to develop around the neck and shoulders, forming a thick, collar-like mass. The condition most often affects middle-aged men and has been linked to heavy alcohol use in some cases, though not always. Unlike ordinary fat, these growths do not reduce through diet or exercise. In difficult situations, they can restrict movement or interfere with breathing. The only available treatments are surgery or liposuction, yet the deposits frequently return. Rare and poorly understood, Madelung disease highlights just how unpredictable the human body can be. There is no known cure and very few long-term treatment successes. Beyond physical discomfort, the condition can be emotionally draining, with many patients experiencing social withdrawal and body image distress. Despite its unusual appearance, the true burden comes from daily discomfort and ongoing complications. For those affected, each day feels like carrying an invisible weight that refuses to fade or disappear. Number 7. The Plane Pulling Pastor. This Lutheran pastor from Canada has redefined what true strength really looks like. He is not only a strong man, but a multiple world record holder for moving some of the heaviest objects ever pulled by human power. At the same time, he preaches peace and faith. Kevin Fast has pulled trucks, buses, houses, and even a 200-ton military aircraft, the CC-177 Globemaster III, using only a rope and determination. His most iconic achievement involved dragging the 188-ton aircraft across a runway, making aviation history. Yet Kevin's story reaches far beyond muscle. He began weight training as a teenager and found purpose by blending discipline, belief, and physical power. Rather than chasing fame, he uses his strength to raise money for charity and inspire others to pursue goals while staying grounded. Whether pulling aircraft or delivering sermons, Kevin Fast proves real power comes from will, faith, and relentless heart. Number 6. Prahlad Jani. Prahlad Jani, also known as Mataji, was an Indian mystic who shocked the world by claiming to survive for more than 70 years without food or water. He stated that a divine blessing from a Hindu goddess at age 11 allowed him to live without nourishment or bodily elimination. His claims sparked fascination and deep skepticism worldwide. In 2003 and again in 2010, Johnny was placed under strict medical observation in hospital settings for up to 15 days. During continuous monitoring, doctors reported no signs of dehydration, weight loss, or organ failure, leaving experts genuinely puzzled. Despite these findings, most scientists remain doubtful, stating the phenomenon cannot be explained through known biological principles. Still, Johnny's case challenged conventional scientific understanding. He passed away in 2020 at the age of 90, leaving behind a legacy suspended between faith, mystery, and unanswered questions that continue to provoke debate worldwide. Number 5. Tim Credland. Tim, known by his stage name Zamora the Torture King, built a career around feats most people cannot watch, let alone survive. He earned his reputation by pushing his body past comfort, skewering himself with steel rods, walking across fire, swallowing swords, and resting calmly on beds of nails. What shocks audiences most is how little reaction he shows to pain. This is not an illusion or stage magic. Tim's body displays an unusually high pain tolerance. While never formally diagnosed with congenital insensitivity, many suspect a rare variation exists. Scientists have examined his nervous system, with some suggesting his pain threshold sits far beyond average. Tim began exploring endurance and pain as a child, fascinated by the body's breaking point. Over time, he trained both mentally and physically to withstand brutal extremes. He is not performing tricks. He is demonstrating control. Through grit, focus, and discipline, Tim Credland stands as living proof that human limits can be bent, and though not always completely broken. Number 4. Li Xin, King of Headstands. Li Xin, often called the King of Headstands, stands apart in the world of extreme human ability. He is not known for raw strength alone, but for a skill far more precise and dangerously rare. Li performs headstands on the tip of a single nail. He claims to be the only person alive capable of completing this feat. His training begins with balancing on a golf ball, developing extreme core control and razor-sharp balance. From there, he stacks heavy concrete slabs, some weighing nearly 90 kilograms, onto his head to build neck endurance and resilience. The final challenge involves balancing his 70-kilogram body upside down on a nail, barely wider than half a centimeter. One slip could be fatal. The danger is real and Li's control remains absolute. What he performs is not a stunt. It is physical mastery in its rawest form. His ability pushes past belief and demands respect for every calculated second spent balanced on the edge. Number 3. India's Electric Man, Raj Mohan Na, widely known as India's Electric Man, became famous for surviving electrical shocks that would seriously injure most people. He discovered his strange ability during a suicide attempt when touching a live wire caused no harm. Later testing revealed his body possesses unusually high electrical resistance compared to the average human. Raj Mohan can complete electrical circuits using his body, lighting bulbs, powering devices, and holding live wires against his chest and inside his mouth without pain or burns. Scientists and engineers have studied his condition, yet no clear explanation has emerged. What makes his case more remarkable is repetition. He performs these demonstrations repeatedly, allowing current to pass through him without visible damage. His ability exists far outside what biology or physics can easily explain. Raj Mohan's unusual gift transformed him into a national sensation and a living mystery. He does not merely withstand electricity, he controls it, standing as one of the most puzzling human anomalies ever documented in modern history. Number 2. The Iceman Wim Hof, widely known as the Iceman, is a Dutch extreme athlete who redefined human cold endurance. He created the Wim Hof method, combining controlled breathing, cold exposure, and meditation to withstand temperatures most people cannot tolerate. He has run marathons barefoot on ice, swam beneath frozen lakes, mounted and remained submerged in ice baths for record-breaking lengths of time. What makes his story remarkable is that he insists this ability is teachable. Hof claims anyone can train their body to adapt to extreme cold. His method relies on rhythmic breathing and gradual exposure, which studies suggest reduces inflammation, strengthens immunity, and sharpens mental focus. Scientists have confirmed that Hof can influence his autonomic nervous system, once believed to be impossible. Today, he teaches others worldwide to unlock this ability within themselves. Wim Hof did not escape nature. He adapted to it, proving that mindset, discipline, and training can reshape human limits, even in the harshest environments imaginable. How to number 1. Amari and Javar Ruffin. Amari and Javar Ruffin entered the world sharing one body, but fighting separate battles from birth. Born in Philadelphia in 2023, the brothers were conjoined at the chest and abdomen, sharing vital organs while each possessed his own beating heart. In August 2024, surgeons performed an 8-hour operation to carefully separate them, navigating extreme risk and uncertainty throughout the procedure. The surgery demanded precision, patience, and extraordinary medical coordination. 1 year later, both boys are alive, crawling, smiling, and showing strong signs of healthy growth. Their recovery drew attention not because it was dramatic, but because it was real. Their journey reflects the balance of surgical skill, parental strength, and unwavering support. The Ruffin twins did more than survive. They became symbols of modern medicine's reach and possibility. Their case is now referenced in pediatric surgical training worldwide, offering hope to families facing similar diagnoses. Every shared heartbeat was a struggle. Now each independent heartbeat stands as a quiet victory. What do you think about these men's well? Let us know in the comment box. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like it, share it, and subscribe.